Whose mama's favorite? You are. Y'all don't love me. So he's better in every way. He carries a briefcase.
And you're gonna carry trauma. We just want you to know that you'll never be good enough.
I'm not enough?
The movie began with a 7-year-old named Tim Templeton.
And he imagines his parents as monkeys cause
He the 40.
Just kidding. The film does a great job showing how imaginative every kid is like at that age, and kind of makes me sad that eventually we all lose this version of ourselves and can no longer have fun with our own imagination.
So Tim's useless ass can't even ride a tricycle.
But he has very loving parents as he explains how perfect his world is being the only child and receiving all their love and attention. Now, we're told both his parents work in marketing at a company named Puppy Co. So does that mean they got together while they were working together as colleagues?
Oh, the gossip must be crazy. Naughty, naughty.
Then Tim keeps flexing his awesome childhood that he gets 3 stories, 5 hugs, and a special song every night. But I bet $20 when he grows up, he's gonna be singing rap music that he's from the streets when bro was raised in a suburb of loving parents. Wait, he gets 5 hugs every day from his parents? Must be nice, man. Must be nice.
How'd you like to have a baby brother? Ew, gross.
Your Tim's like, baby brother. Yeah, right. I'm clearly more than enough. Get the hell out of my face with that.
But the dad already nutted.
Wait, why bother asking him if he doesn't even have a choice? I hate when parents pretend to act like they care about the kid's opinion. It's like, you're gonna do what you want anyway. Like, I remember my mom saying, oh, we immigrated because of you. We came here because of you. And I'm like, no, you didn't. You came because you wanted to go there. Like, don't put this on me. You never asked me if I wanted to go or immigrate. You didn't care. And plus, when we did immigrate and I said I hated it here, I want to go back, you didn't listen to me. You didn't care. So I think when parents say like, oh, we do this because of you, or they pretend to care, they don't care. They're just going to do whatever they want anyway. Then we're shown this is where babies come from, like they're built from some factory in China, which is just a flat out lie. And this film confirms there's only 2 genders, which would actually trigger someone so bad they would try to cancel this film if this was released in 2026. Then the film jokes that the baby could have gotten a blinky up his ass, but bro's like, hell nah, I'm straight. Imagine if someone called the baby homophobic because he didn't want a blinky up his ass. So apparently they have a device that dictates where you end up in life depending on if you're ticklish or not. And cause this baby ain't ticklish, he gets sent to management, which pretty much means bro's gonna be a slave for life. Well, at least he gets a nice watch, man. That 2-tone Jubilee looking nice. So this baby's now a finance bro slaving away with the other baby slaves.
Then one morning, as Tim plays with himself, he see a damn baby come out of a taxi with a nice suit dancing to the Gangnam Style.
And that's when little Tim finds out dude's not the parent's favorite anymore. We found your replacement. And Tim goes from getting all the parents' love and attention to practically 0, and all the firstborn eldest child will completely relate to this. So I have a younger sister and she's clearly the favorite in the family. Like, I clearly saw a lot of favoritism for her growing up. And I think growing up, when I saw that, it did make me realize like, damn, like maybe they had her because I clearly wasn't enough. Like when I was born, they were like, yeah, no, this ain't it. We need another one. And then when my sister was born, they're like, yup, that's perfect. That's the one. We're good now. And the film does a great job portraying how the parents' decisions and choices can have an effect on their children as well. Like, Tim never asked for any of this, and now he's getting lack of sleep, more stress, and sudden withdrawal of his parents' affection when he didn't do anything wrong.
Daddy, I can't sleep.
No one asked you. And to any of you who are the eldest child watching this, comment below your stories of when you realized your sibling was clearly favored more than you. Hey, yo, putting the baby's photos on top of Tim's photo is crazy. That's just the parent straight up saying, we hate you now. Then the film keeps showing us baby's ass cheeks, and it's just like, yo, I'm good. I do not want to see any of that, please. And eventually we got Tim straight up hating on his brother looking like Incrediboy. And during the family dinner, Tim is pissed and confronts his family about it.
Whose mama's favorite? You are. Y'all don't love me. So he's better in every way. He carries a briefcase.
And you're gonna carry trauma. We just want you to know that you'll never be good enough.
I'm not enough?
And despite his parents showing bro got replaced, his innocent ass still expects a bedtime story and a special song. But nope, his parents would rather sleep to let him know that they don't give a shit about his ass.
They don't love you anymore.
But hearing strange noises, Tim finds out the baby can talk like a grown-ass man. Yeah, you should have seen his face. I took his parents and I'm gonna get rid of him.
Surprise!
Shiba no! And once the baby realizes he's exposed, he quits the baby act and throws money around calling himself the boss. And he says, stay out of my way or there's gonna be problems.
Do you know who my father is?
You mean my father? You've been replaced and they don't love you anymore. They're mine. Now get lost before I start crying. And the next morning, Tim decides to record the baby's man voice to expose him to his parents, then decides to identify as the
Asian so he can play ninja, but instead Tim just rooking racist.
Then we're introduced to more babies who are pretty much boss babies' little goons. So we got a big fat baby who moves like he has the IQ of 2. Then there's these 3 babies who has insanely chopped hairlines. And then there's the
Asian baby. I play piano.
So Boss Baby holds a meeting saying babies have always been loved and desired until dogs came along, and that it's because of puppies that people don't want kids anymore. And yes, people are having less kids these days, but it's not because of puppies, but it's because of the cost of living and inflation is so high. Yeah. So Puppy Co CEO is launching the cutest puppy ever at a pet convention in Las Vegas, which is why Soup Baby was assigned to Tim's family in the first place, to get more intel about the new puppy since Tim's parents work there. And Suit Diaper fears this launch would put babies out of business.
What are we going to do?
We gotta start killing puppies.
Yes, let's drown him.
But the only problem is, these babies are still babies, so they
Stupid.
Asian.
Wonton? Oh, look at that big boy dance.
Yo, why he built like he can bench 250?
Then the parents show up, so they start putting on a humiliation ritual.
And by the time Tim has recorded audio of Boss Baby's man voice, he runs and goes around the house to expose the alleged baby to his parents, but ends up getting chased by his
Goons.
Wah.
Man, why are these goons even listening to him anyway? Like, what the hell did they even get out of it? And even if Tim shows audio recording of the baby, who's gonna believe him? It's an audio recording. They'll just think he recorded some dude and saying it's the baby. And these parents are terrible parents for leaving their babies unsupervised for that long, by the way. Like, why are you acting surprised? It's your fault if anything happens to them because you're their parent. Yo, look at that NPC mom's face. She's like,
I can't believe my kid is in a dangerous situation when I wasn't looking after him. Like, how did this happen?
and with Boss Baby gone, Tim proceeds to snitch on him like the tattletale he is, but somehow can't get rid of him and is instead threatened with his favorite toy, Lam Lam, which gets ripped in the process.
Hoya, I'm sorry.
And Tim says, nah, screw this, and actually tries to murder his brother.
Oh, you die.
And this is one of the worst feelings ever as a kid, when your parents catch you at the wrong place at the wrong time and treat you like the worst person ever. And with his evidence gone plus bro being 7, it's really hard to talk yourself out of a situation like this.
So we don't love you, now you do this?
Mister, we are mad.
Mad?
Why can't you be more like your baby brother and stop acting like a druggy dropout?
Now, I love how the dad can't even hand out punishments himself and has to look at his wife for confirmation, meaning it's the mom that wears the pants in the relationship. And most Korean households are like this, by the way, where the mom's the man of the house and wears the pants, and it's the dad that's like obedient and subservient to the wife, because, happy wife, happy life, right? And god damn, her neck long like crazy.
Did the dad find her at the zoo?
So when it's winter, does that mean she wears 2 scarves or 3? Thank goodness Tim didn't get her neck. Anyway, Tim gets grounded and is trapped in his little prison cell, and to make things worse, he hears his parents sing his special song to his brother instead of him.
Aya.
Psst. Oh, stop crying. At least they didn't hit you.
Go away.
How about I give you $10?
No.
And Boss Baby tries comforting him and is terrible at it, so
He just like me.
$10? I'm not a stripper.
and because Boss Baby needs his help, he does this.
Was that up your crack?
I want you to suck it.
You suck it.
If you blow on it and suck it, you'll understand why parents make babies. Yo, whoever wrote this scene knew exactly what they were doing.
Naughty, naughty.
So Diaper convinces Tim to suck it, and he's transported into another world.
Suck it faster.
And off they go to Baby Corp, which is the most unoriginal, lazy-ass name ever. And Boss Baby introduces Tim to his fellow corporate slaves. And I don't know about you, but them babies don't look that productive to me.
Then we're introduced to the baby Karen ordering the slaves around.
And we learn that babies never age here thanks to the secret formula that they drink. So Boss Baby shows Tim some ridiculous graph based on zero evidence that dogs are taking over the pie chart, leading to the extinction of babies. And wait, does that graph say that people like fish and birds as much as cats? Yeah, right. Whoever wrote this film is clearly a dog person that hates cats. Fish is as popular as cats? What are you talking about? Because I've heard of a dog person. I've heard of a cat person. Have you ever heard of a fish person? Or what about a bird person? Yo, this is my friend Jim. Oh yeah, he's a bird person. No, he's a fish person. Listen, the only fish I like is sushi. And I guarantee you, no matter how much sushi I eat on my plate, I promise it's not gonna prevent me from having kids the same way as of having a cat would. That is dumb. Then the dad sees Tim and he's like,
Maybe Tim might have the special needs.
while Boss Baby shows Tim the Baby Corp Hall of Fame. So we see this baby posing like, I can't feel my toes. And that baby better not be Asian, or I'm gonna say this film's racist for making us look ugly, bro. Then there's this baby with one of the nastiest square-headed foreheads I've ever seen. Like, you can play a game of chess on that forehead. God damn. Then there's this entitled baby who looks like she's crying because she didn't get her jelly beans. And now there's this one, and okay, if this one's Asian, this movie's racist, cause that baby ugly as shit. And Boss Baby says that's his role model, the baby who has a brush as his haircut. And what was kind of sad to hear about his dream on why he's working so hard is that he can have a bigger shiny desk to work on and a golden toilet all to himself. So his dream of working hard as a corporate slave is just to have a bigger room for being a corporate slave? That's pretty depressing.
If anything, I feel like companies deliberately do this, giving top employees the corner office or special perks just to make them feel better coming to work, so they're happy to continue their corporate 9 to 5.
I'm so loud.
Where's the baby manager? So Lil Bro finds out from baby Karen that if he doesn't bring results in 2 days, he'll be fired from the company.
Chill out, it ain't that deep.
What? So Lil Suit Man explains if he gets fired, he'll be Tim's brother permanently. But if he finds out what the new puppy is, he'll be back at Baby Corp. So Tim decides to team up together and help Suit Baby, that way he can go back to Baby Corp and Tim gets all of his parents' love and attention again. But later we find out this baby's hella useless and does no work. Like there's literally not a single scene of Boss Baby doing any work in the entire movie, so no wonder dude thought he'd be fired in 2 days. But Tim discovers a bring your kid to work day and makes a plan where they're good to each other so he gets ungrounded, and that way they can go to Puppy Co and find a new puppy.
So the next day they act fake like the Korean mom that go to church.
And Tim dresses him up, takes wholesome photos of him, and reads his illiterate ass bedtime stories. Seriously, what's with this film and its obsession with baby cheeks? Then the kid and baby have a deep conversation.
So you don't want a waifu?
I prefer my milk powdered. So Tim realizes Suit Baby never had parents or anyone to love him, but bro replies you can't miss what you never had. Then he falls asleep on Tim, they have a wholesome bonding moment, and the next morning Tim's ungrounded as his parents take him to Puppy Co. Now Tim gets ready and puts on aftershave, and if you're a kid watching this, don't do that. That is dumb. Then we get more baby ass cheeks, and when they enter Puppy Co, first thing we see are real dogs dangling from the ceiling like there's some prop. Is this not straight up animal abuse? And what happens if these dogs piss or take a shit? Like, yeah, it's not so fun for the people down below either. And yo, what is going on? Why is dude dumping dogs like he's taking out the trash?
Look, even I'm Asian and I'll treat dogs better than that. Like, come on, bro. Like, if a dog doesn't act right, okay, it might go in the pot, but listen, like, I'm not gonna dangle it from the ceiling. That's evil.
Then suddenly, Tim's long-necked mom and dad says they'll play with Tim today while leaving Suit Baby in the puppy zone, which is exactly what Tim wanted this whole time, but Tim refuses, playing the long game because he wants the baby gone for good. I don't want to play with your mom's neck too. So they act like a Korean mom that goes to church again and acts fake, escaping out of the anus of an inflatable dog.
And look at that kid's face. Oh, he is traumatized from inflatable dog anus.
So Suit Baby ends up wearing a dog disguise to get through security and bites a girl in the process, but it's okay cause she the gold digger. Oh. And after getting his ass sniffed by dogs and giving the security guard his saliva, they get past security and find the top secret new puppy document, but turns out it was a setup.
Gotcha, so we meet the dog furry and Puppy Co CEO.
And turns out the CEO is none other than the hairbrush hairstyle baby that Boss Baby looks up to. Yeah, never meet your heroes, cause
what the hell is this? So his story begins.
As this dude is pretty much the king of all corporate slaves and had the big slave desk and the gold slave toilet, but one day, after discovering he's lactose intolerant, dude starts aging cause the baby formula that keeps babies young isn't working anymore. So he gets fired by the board of directors who replaces him with baby Karen, so he's banished from Baby Corp and has to live a normal baby life. So to get back at him, dude invents Forever Puppy, which is a puppy that never grows old and will look like a puppy forever so that no one will want babies and to put Baby Corp out of business. And how's he gonna make puppies stay puppies forever? By using Boss Baby's special formula that he brought.
You know, that's a lot of assumptions and predictions that had to go right to go according to plan. Cause like, what if Tim was never ungrounded? Or what if they didn't bring the baby formula? You know what I mean?
I need a poop.
I'm telling on you.
Then Dog Furry decides to identify as a woman and changing her pronouns to she, her, becomes Tim's nanny while the CEO takes his parents away to Vegas to launch the Forever Puppies. But wait, there's more.
No.
Are you gay? And cause Boss Baby ain't got no special formula, he starts turning into an actual baby, deadass sucking his foot and everything. So they make a plan and purposely traumatize the she-her nanny using fake vomit so she-her nanny pukes. Boss Baby attaches a toilet on her, then they use a tricycle to get to the airport when Tim can't even ride a bike properly and the nanny chases him with a wagon.
Oh, this movie dumb.
Ling Ling, pick up.
Hello, you ring the ling ling.
Wait, an Asian eating Cheerio for breakfast? Ooh, interesting. So Boss Baby calls his goons and the nanny does straight up attempted murder, just yeeting a baby at a car, and how the hell did that baby survive?
This really is a dumb movie.
And when Tim's training wheels comes off, Boss Baby teaches him how to ride a bike with the power of his imagination. That's gay. And thanks to plot armor plus the film consistently having no logic, they jump over a moving train using a bike and get to the airport. And if this was based on a true story, they'd already be dead on the cover of Channel 9 News, titled them as stupid ass kids. And they get past security illegally in less than a minute, and boy am I jelly cause that shit takes forever. And right when Tim calls his parents, the CEO just body slams both his parents and closes the door on him. Now, I don't think that's how flights work, but it's a kid's movie, so who cares?
No.
You diaper wearing fraud, it's cause of you. Says the loser that can't ride a bike. You're like cancer. And you're a little bitch.
Your booty cheeks are hella distracting.
I wish you had your mom's neck.
Be gone, orphan.
So they have a little argument like a high school couple, and just like a high school couple, they make up the same day. Then seeing a bunch of Elvis wannabes heading straight to Vegas, they steal one dude's clothes and think it's okay because they give him some Monopoly money, then somehow gets on the flight without a flight attendant checking him, and then skips straight to first class and the plane takes off. Yeah, this film had to have taken place before 9/11.
Excuse me, little shit. The hell you doing here? You know the pilot you're shagging? That's my daddy.
Then she gets on her knees believing Tim's lie and starts glazing him, letting them do whatever they want, as Tim helps Diaper Boss get a core memory using his imagination to have fun for the first time. Then they have a wholesome bonding moment playing as gay incest pirates fighting imaginary NPCs, and they land in Vegas.
Bye, daddy.
What? And what's more dumb was her was on the plane the whole time and decides not to do anything until Tim and Diaper was at their parents' reach. Let me riz the huzz.
Coachella. My mom kinda homeless. Well, you want a new mommy?
No. And with the power of baby privilege, they get a free ride to the pet convention while Tim's parents be moving like NPCs. And when the Forever Puppies release, I'm not gonna lie, it does look pretty cute.
Mama?
Alright, leaving your kids and squealing like it's prime Justin Bieber over a dog is crazy.
That lady don't love her kids.
And when Tim's parents notices the kids are here, the CEO just shoves them into a giant locket and walks away. And the audience is somehow totally chill about it.
What the hell?
Then Tim goes up some pipes thinking he's Mario and sees a giant pool of semen, special formula turning the puppies young forever.
But wouldn't the dogs consistently need the special formula in order to stay young? Because even the babies at Baby Corp, they need to drink the special formula consistently in order to stay young, so wouldn't that same logic apply?
Then the CEO places Tim's parents to be burned by the rocket while her attacks Tim and Diaper but fails miserably. And CEO starts the timer to the rocket and at his grown age struggles to take out a 7-year-old and a baby with no teeth.
You all die and I win.
Ha! You lug you ain't got pubes or you die.
Bijoom.
And by using the power of their imagination, they roleplay as gay incest pirates again and make the CEO fall into the vat of special formula. Then Tim's crazy ass takes a huge risk just jumping off expecting the puppies to have parachutes, but it's like, how do you know that? Guess he knows he's the main character, so he knows he can't die. Yeet me.
Say less.
And by releasing the puppies, it helps move their parents away from the rocket so they don't get burned, but it's funny how they don't even give two shits about what happens to the puppies. Like, wouldn't them falling at that height break their neck and bones? But at very bad timing, Diaper becomes more baby-like.
Jump, you stupid baby.
And because the baby's crying, Tim decides to sing his special song.
My son so dumb, IQ 21, he tried to make friend.
And he successfully gets Diaper to safety, the rocket flies off, and the baby turns back to a man-child after some special formula.
Wait, I thought he was lactose intolerant and therefore the special formula doesn't work on him anymore, and that's why he got fired, because he was aging, because the formula doesn't work. But now it works? Bro, this movie's just not consistent.
I'm chubby. Go on a diet, you fat shit. And her decides to take the hairbrush baby home to raise him right this time.
He needs more milk.
So he's chopped and fat. And they save their parents.
You boys want to touch my neck?
And when it's time for Diaper to leave, he says goodbye to his goons. Asian, this is my fortune cookie.
Oh wow, but I want egg roll.
Oxford study. And after saying goodbye to his goons, he gives Tim a chopped broken version of Lamb Lamb, then they shake hands and bid each other farewell. And deep down, they're low-key sad they won't be able to see each other again. Then we see this nonsense, that Baby Corp has the ability to erase people's memory.
Then why didn't they erase the memory of the Puppy Co CEO guy when he got fired? And also, now that Puppy Co CEO guy's a baby, what happened to the company? Did it go bankrupt? Did it get better? Like, what happened? Like, what happened to Tim's parents? Because they also worked there. Did they get fired? Did they get promoted? What's the financial situation like? I want an update.
And when Diaper's stuff gets all taken away, it's like, yeah, good luck changing all the bank statements too. Anyway, when Bro's back at Baby Corp, they treat him like a star, giving him cake and spraying milk all over his face, which was a little bit weird. But when he gets the bigger desk he's always dreamed of, after a while, he feels like something's just not quite right. Even Tim getting all his parents' love again suddenly don't matter as much knowing Diaper ain't in his life anymore. And when the baby can't even reach the toilet paper when taking a dump, that's when he realized what's the point of having a golden party when you can't even reach for toilet paper? What's the point of making all this money when you have nobody to spend it with? And he slowly starts connecting the dots that dude's gonna be a corporate slave for life. Then Tim has an idea and writes Diaper a letter, so while Diaper imagines himself as a gay incest pirate, he gets the letter from Tim that pretty much says be my brother again, even if it means we gotta share the love. So Boss Baby quits his job, and it's a good overall message that no matter how much money you make, spending time with the people you care about is more important than money. But yo, how funny would it be if Diaper gets sent to a completely different family in like Zimbabwe or something? But luckily Tim and Diaper, who is now named Theodore, is reunited again. And the movie ends with Tim finishing a story to his daughter, who luckily doesn't have Tim's mom's neck. And we find out Theodore grew up to be a finance bro still throwing money around.
And Tim's daughter sees another chop boss baby.
Overall, I really like this film. I think they did a phenomenal job on portraying like how the eldest kid feels when they have all the parents' love and attention, and then suddenly the younger sibling shows up And now they go from all the love to not even feeling like a priority. I think a lot of the eldest kids watching this movie could have definitely related to that. And also, from my perspective, yeah, my little sister, she's clearly the favorite, but now like we're best friends. Like I would say she's like the most closest family member to me in my entire family. So similar to Tim, I've just accepted it. I'm like, you know what? You get all the parents' love, you get the favoritism, it's fine. I'm chill with it, I'm used to it, it is what it is. You go get it. One funny story I will share is that when I first bought my first car ever, and it was during the winter, my mom straight up looked at me and said, you know, I know you're going to uni today, but go take the train, and I'm gonna use the car that you bought with your money and take your sister to school because it's cold. I'm like, I get cold too. What? Like, I get cold too, and that's my car, but like that. And also, I remember seeing like the group chat, well, not the group chat, like one-on-one chat box between like my mom and my sister, and it's just like, oh, I love you, I miss you, a bunch of like heart emoticons back and forth, and then I look at like my chat box between me and my mom, and it's just like, did you take out the trash? So these are just like one of countless many examples of me clearly realizing my sister's the favorite, but it's whatever. We're done past it. We're grown-ups now. We're grown. Who cares? It's fine. But yeah, if you're the eldest child, do let me know and share your stories of when you realized that there was clearly favoritism to your younger sibling. I'd love to hear more about it. Thank you so much for watching. Really hope you enjoyed this video. It's been your boy KC, and yeah, till next time.